Hi, how are you? Um, I went to go get some water and I noticed that I still don't have the timer back on the start screen. Uh, so I hope that wasn't too long. Too long of sitting in a blank void. But it's nice to see you. How are you, special unit? I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Whew, okay, we made it. It was a little bit questionable. Do 3 streams in a row. That's not normally what we do. And I think it's going okay. I think we've been having a good weekend. I did sleep in a little bit extra today, so I don't know about that. Um, but that was different. That was very unexpected for me. Um, I got a showcase game today. I have a showcase game. Hey Bob, how are you, Loot? Yeah, so I have a showcase game today from the Indie Games Collective that I'm pretty excited about because actually, apparently, I'd submitted 2 different requests for this game because it just looks so interesting. I kind of wanted a 4X, hadn't played one in a while. I feel like, and we all keep meaning to get into Age of Empires and haven't yet. I would still like to maybe have an Age of Empires tournament this weekend for Thanksgiving. I don't know. We'll see what everyone's ability is like. Thanks for coming. I'm glad that OBS didn't fink out today and that we're actually here because yesterday it stopped like after a minute. And yeah, so I'm glad it's working. But I don't know, what are you all doing? What are you all doing? I feel like doing back-to-back streams on a daily basis, that's a little bit tricky. Um Trying to juggle like getting things set up, keep everything going, and then like making time to do other stuff. That's a little bit tricky. So I don't know how people like Shroud and Pokimane and all of them do it every day. That's hard. When do they sleep? When do they rest? I don't know. It's just a different level, I think. But anyway. So, um you never sleep. I know. I know you never sleep. You have the sleep schedule that it takes. You have that sleep schedule. Um I don't. I need sleep. I like sleeping. Sleeping is delicious. It's wonderful. It's like one of the best activities. I don't like to sleep and miss everything, but I do like to sleep. Um, did I download this game? Oh, I hope I did. Oh, I did. Okay. So, Void Eclipse. First, I want to ask what you all are doing for Thanksgiving. Is everybody, are you going to feast? Everybody feasts, right? Because I don't know yet if I'm going to be available on like the regular schedule. So that's why we might just get in a Sunday stream because I'm hosting my sister and her boyfriend for Thanksgiving and maybe her boyfriend's family. I'm not really clear on that. I just kind of received some vague texts from my sister that they're coming, but there's no confirmation on who's actually coming. So I have to put together my grocery order still. So I guess I just need to buy extra of everything, huh? All right. Pretzel, you got to go away for a minute. Extra food kind of is always good, except Thanksgiving leftovers I feel like have very limited application, except for the turkey. The turkey can go into anything. Which I'm not even doing turkey. I'm just gonna get some chickens. I'm just gonna get a couple chickens and roast them. It makes more sense to me that way. So I've never played. I want to be the Jade. I want to see how that plays into conversations. You love eating Thanksgiving leftovers for days? Look at, we can get our color. I have a secret. How much would you guys freak out if I told you that green actually is not my favorite color? I like green and a lot of things in the green family quite a bit. And I think it's becoming my favorite, like number one color, but it's not. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potato, and butternut squash every day. Oh, how do you do the squash? My favorite color is probably red. I had a hard time not buying, I have a very hard time not buying red shoes. I have a hard time not buying red jackets, although I currently own green jackets. So, so I guess green is taking its place, but red is definitely my favorite. If something is marketed to me in red, I want it. Like red phone, yeah, please. I'd love to have a red phone instead of a black phone or a white phone. Give me a red phone. Mashed butternut squash. I've never mashed it to eat that way. No. Is this like the yam dish that people do? I make soup. I make butternut squash soup. Okay, so we're going to do the prologue. Hopefully this satisfies as a tutorial. Orange mashed potatoes. Also soft. You've just awoken with no idea where you are, what woke you, or for that matter, why you were asleep. Can you hear the Stellaris type soundtrack happening? Objectives. Learn to use camera controls. Oh, we're gonna pass this one. You have a lot of background audio anyway. At the edge of the Varagon Empire in the Aurelia sector, a mysterious message woke you from a deep slumber. Yeah, I understand. It was this close to changing my mind to New Worlds. Why do you need my help? I'm an alien. I'm an alien with a tree face. I love it. I'm being hounded by an infestation of Zolair. I've been searching for you for some time. What happened to me? I'm having trouble remembering how I got here. It's cryo amnesia? Okay. Is your interface working? I'm transmitting test instructions now. Over the star system. Ooh! Look at space! Space looks amazing! Okay. Hello, mistress. How are you? I opened the window a little bit because it gets so hot in here, but now I should have thought about that. New World is what heats up this room. I don't know if this will heat it up. This this is cool. It feels so far like a little bit like Stellaris with more tutorial. Do you guys play Stellaris from Paradox? Uh-huh. Okay. Did I mine? The ore you have available is shown at the top. Mine from planets. Click your avatar to end your turn. Okay. How are you, Tress? How was your weekend? Incredulous. Excellent. You should have enough ore to train some Varagon troops to defend us. Incredulous. Let's go with incredulous as a dialogue choice. What are we defending against? I already took care of most of the problem, but there's a solar drone that managed to follow me. Oh, this is how we build the deck. Okay, so this is a sci-fi 4X, so grand strategy game, self-described. That's also a card battler. These are all things I love. So I'm very interested to see how they all mix together. Command that initiate to reinforce the second column. Okay. Wait, second column. Okay. Command that initiate trooper to move or attack, but not at the same time. Okay. Oh, it's got a plasma rifle. That's so cool. Nano swarm. Okay. Hang on. Game thinks it's running at 240 FPS, so let's just dial that back a little bit. I would like to do a lot more damage. I feel like I should be able to demolish a nano swarm. Wow. Okay. Mission complete. I'm glad I found you before that drone derived. You seem to be a natural commander. So I get +1 something. Demand. The drone seemed injured. Was that something you did? That doesn't sound like a demand. I was able to wound it before it arrived. Okay. Oh, I'm trusted. Okay. The infestation is in the neighboring sector. Ready when you are. Oh, I'm ready. Prepare a fleet to attack the alien infestation. Okay. Tras, have you ever participated in an American Thanksgiving? What's the big holiday for you? Is it, I don't know. What would it be? No? You never have? You should just do it for yourself. Blazui, hello. It is Christmas? Okay. So I cannot use this one because I am not admired, apparently. Where are we going? You have a big dinner at Christmas. What do you do for Christmas dinner? And is plum pudding a requirement? Hey, Mateus, how are you? The local solar hive. We just need to create a fleet. Okay, we need to wipe out the solar. I don't remember signing up for that. Exactly what I would have said. No, that's not true. I won't get over what? Is there more you want to know? Yeah. I won't get over streaming? Probably not. For a while. Clueless. 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 What are you talking about? That does make me sound clueless. I mean, who are you calling clueless? That's the better answer. We need to wipe out the infested. Okay. Roast chicken and ham. Roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, stuffing ball. What's a stuffing ball? Hang on, I think the computer lady wants to talk to me. Yeah, she does. Okay. I'm a little dubious to Google this, but hang on. And we're good. And we're good. It actually is. Game does have sound. Oh, you can't hear it? Okay. Thank you. You can't hear it right now because I'm out of the window, but I also need to change the output. Thank you. It's actually a ball of stuffing. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this for Thanksgiving. I've never had a stuffing ball. Normally, I just make dressing, which I think is the same thing, just not in ball form. I don't think I'll do oyster dressing this year. So like, it's the same thing. Yeah. Uh, so there's two different ways to call it in the US. Stuffing and dressing. And it is regional based on yeah, I mean it is regional. The putting dress on a food, it kind of is. um And stuffing is just the concept that traditionally it was stuffed into the turkey, cooked in the turkey, right? And then all the turkey drippings go into it. But that's actually not very food safe to do because yeah, it's not you're not supposed to do that. And but dressing is what you make in the pan on the side to serve with the turkey. And this is strangely for where my family comes from all over the place, you know, from outside of the country, but then also New England and somehow I still grew up calling this dressing instead of stuffing. Like they were two very separate foods in my brain. But it's the same thing. Stuffing ball. I'm going to make a stuffing ball. This looks delicious. It's like just a meatball, but not just dressing. Now can you hear game? Very quiet unless I tab out. Then you can't hear anything. Yeah, farce. You don't hear anything. Fucking Christ. Do you hear this? No, you don't. 1 second. Oh, because it didn't save. Now you hear. Okay. So you should be able to hear quietest Stellaris type soundtrack right now. Okay. Open the research screen.
The initiate will always be available to you. Left-click on the initiate to open its upgrade screen. Left-click to unlock explosive rounds. This will spend 5 experience points, and unlock a special alt attack. Left-click on assisted targeting system. This will increase direct. Press and release the right mouse button to exit the menus. Exiting full-screen menus like these can always be done with the right mouse button. When you are back at the galaxy screen, zoom in on Auriga. You will need to harvest resources on Auriga Prime. End your turn now to do so. Left-click on Auriga Prime, then press the Build Tier 1 button to open the unit training panel. Left-click the Initiate Build button 4 times to train 4 initiates. Then left-click each trained initiate to select all 4. When you have selected all 4, click the Build Fleet button.
Okay, so we've just made our deck. Destroy the solar infestation. It's coming from a nearby star system. Let's use the warp gate. Yeah, let's go. Let's go
Fleets
to
have enough
space.
fuel to make 3 jumps each turn. With the fleet selected, right-click on the warp gate. Warp gates are controlled like planets. Send your fleet through the gate by right-clicking on the warp gate again. The infested planet, Tau, is in this system. Send your fleet to planet Tau to attack it.
With your fleet selected, okay. Oh, look at the go. Zoom! That's so cool. Okay. And now we're going to Tau. We're going to attack Tau. Because I'm told that we're the good guys. I don't know yet what the overarching goal is. We're in the prologue right now. Hey, Razor. How is you? And they're not injured like last time. Okay. So that's why we upgraded our initiate. It's time to demonstrate the power of Varagon technology.
You place units first, because you are attacking. Up to 4 troops can enter the 3 columns on their side. The range upgrade for initiates allows for a straight shot up to 3 spaces, instead of 2. Attack the enemy from a distance. Explosive rounds will shred the armor of a drone. To use this new alt attack, press and release the right mouse button, then select the explosive skill from the wheel.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. Okay. Use the right mouse button. Did I not do it? Oh, I think I keep canceling it. Oh, it's too far. It's too far. Okay, I want to move it. How do I move again? Okay. Tactical knowledge and troop training will put an end to this nest. Okay. That's cool. So we're not limited to just what's directly in front of us. I love it. It's pretty cool. It's very neat so far. Don't friendly fire? I wasn't. So, I'm not sure yet what the 4X part will be that it states it is. But this is the combat phase, which is kind of neat, actually. How are you, Razor? Focus 1 card for less damage in the long run. I don't know. Maybe. I'm doing good, Razer. Thank you. Because I think we just out damage anyway. But this is almost done. Oh, I can't reach it. They can't all reach, so I can't just focus. I know you were being excited. I can't focus because they can't reach. There's a range. That's interesting. So when it's stacked, this enemy's attack can do multi-target. It's an AoE. Words. Okay. Actually, how do I'd like to cancel that. Okay. I want you to do this. What? It's not done? Oh, we're gonna die. We are going to lose an initiate. No! That's fucky. Oh, the drones turn into the nano swarm. Oh, shit. No, I think I want it to move. Okay, so this does 6. How much does the explosive round do? Oh, I should not have been using the explosive round the whole time. How do I move you? I don't know that we should do that. I think we just might have to sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, so we were supposed to use the explosive rounds to get through the enemy armor, which I think is the right bar, the yellow shining bar. And then we use the plasma rifle. That's... oops. Okay. You can talk? I thought these were mindless creatures. Yeah, you have points to spend to train them and upgrade them. The solar have powerful psychic abilities. Don't let them influence you. Destroy it now. Capture. Okay, so I've got 2 more points in my trusted personality matrix. Thankfully, I can resume my work. What is your work? Do you guys want other music? Because this is kind of light. Lost during the early wars with 50 years ago, split into a number of factions. Since then, each one helps fight the Solar in their own way, but it's ineffective. Finding you is an important piece of that mission. You were an important commander during that war, and you can help bring unity to the factions. Okay. I've received word from nearby factions that need our help. Helping them will bring them together under our banner. It's up to you which faction to help first. You can see the mission details and make your decision. Okay. Search and destroy. The local scout commander will supply you with scout designs. Okay. This one will give us some acolyte priests. Ooh! Let's do that one. That looks cool. It's a powerful ally for us. Help them achieve their goals. I wonder if you don't do the well, okay, so if we start the campaign, I wonder what we will get to keep from the prologue, if anything. A few of our patrols have gone missing near the edge of our territory. Is this a collective? Are we starting No, I'm never playing Farming Simulator. I don't even fucking like Stardew. Like, I don't even like Stardew Valley. Why am I going to play Farming Simulator? That just sounds like work. And we saved it, Mateus. The match went fine. Thank goodness. It was very lucky. I'm glad they conceded. Are you really going to play Farming Simulator? I don't want to talk about tractors. I'm not a farm girl. Do we suspect the reset solar attacks? Absolutely not. The collective do not attack worlds with a solar presence. You want to play Farm Simulator or Gas Station Sim? Yeah, because I refunded Valheim. I didn't like it. That was, yeah, it was underwhelming. Yeah, I know you do love agriculture. Seems like strangely French about you. Accept. I mean, I could just go to the gas station, get job, and get paid to work at the gas station instead of paying Steam to simulate the gas station life for me. I can get a paycheck after like 3 weeks, and then I'll know.
To place them in a fleet ship. Select the remaining spy units, then click the Build Fleet button again, to place them in a second fleet ship. Multiple fleet ships at the same location will be added to a fleet stack. Select one of the fleet ships, now. Each fleet ship has enough fuel for 3 movements per turn. Each ship movement costs 1 fuel.
Fast food simulator is more your thing? Why?
When you end your turn.
Okay. Begin exploring
this sector by sending your fleets to planets and warp gates.
Additional fleets and okay. Your sister's godfather was a farmer? So, even though I love the city, I love cities, I kind of always wanted a ranch as a kid. There were many things. I was a very in my brain, complicated child, I think, right? Like, I wanted to be president, but I wanted a ranch. I didn't even want a pony. I just wanted a ranch. I mean, I did want to take horseback riding lessons as a kid. But I don't know, my dad put me into like softball and karate and basketball and everything else instead. And would take me fishing. So there was just something about a ranch that I think it's because cowboy, right? Because of like the whole romanticization of cowboy aesthetic, and I just wanted like a really cool hat, a cool jacket, and I wanted to do some work. And then like go on a horse and ride around in the mountains. That's what I wanted. You're okay. Razor, why is your chat so delayed? Is that a me thing or is that a you thing? It's okay if it's a you thing. I just want to make sure that like it's not fucky for some reason on my side. Oh, you're doing barotrauma. Okay. Aden is a bad barotrauma doctor. Is he worse than Blaz? You hate cowboys because they are like the clowns of America for you? What? What? You're kidding. You're kidding. How have you, like, how can you see a cowboy and, like, cowboy aesthetic and not, I mean, that's how you see them? Really? As a parody? I mean, it's a very specific time, right? It's a very specific time. Like, how do you look at Clint Eastwood and see that and just not, I don't know, what's going on with your head? Or just this, like, yeah, I did play Red Dead. How do you not see, hello? Can I have this? How do you not see this and think, oh, it's a great unknown, the great wide open, and yeah, that does not look ridiculous. Or like, what was this show when I was a kid? I think this is the, yeah, Lonesome Dove. I think this was the show that I watched as a kid. Two former Texas Rangers renew their spirit of adventure as they join a cattle drive to Montana. The hat is like the, oh, I can see what you mean. I can see what you mean. But you know what? I will say, because of being out here now, there's over like 300 days of sunshine. And because of the elevation, right, the UV exposure is very strong out here. So hats are a necessity. So I get it. I understand it. Also, it keeps trail dust off your head. I just want a ranch. That's all. You look stupid. I don't mean that at all. You never look stupid. With alien blood? Oh my god. Why he do that? On purpose? Is he like Blas? Is he sabotaging your barotrauma? Hi, Boyd. Oh, a penguin ranch? I didn't even think about it, but that's freaking genius. I need more spies, I think. Can I make more spies? Or I need to send it through. How do I go back to the other one? Okay. You have a protest in a submarine? No, you said the other day that you like to fuck up everyone's barotrauma. How have you been, Boyd? An abandoned Varagon mining station has been discovered on the planet. The entrance to the base has been sealed shut. Moans and a scratching noise can be heard on the other side. Order your troops to ready their weapons and stand at a distance while you unseal the door, or force open the doors and discover what was sealed inside, and of course leave, which we won't do. As soon as you begin unsealing the door, you see the claws of the solar drones. Luckily, your crew is ready and the drones are picked off as they emerge from the crack in the door. More trusted. Look it. I'm so trusted. The skull face is kind of throwing me off, but oh, what is this? Oh, we get passive perks based on our personality matrix? Oh, that's kind of cool. What do I get for this one? Healing 6 or more units on the battlefield gives +1 resolve. Okay. Weird. Destroying an enemy. You know, in a way, I kind of wish I didn't know this. It'd be kind of interesting instead if maybe it rolled random. Maybe it does. Maybe that's just this playthrough. Because then I'm kind of tempted to play to a particular build. I'm doing fine, Boyd. Thank you. Just trying to explore the galaxy, you know, fight alien crime. Or maybe I am the alien crime. So I guess there's nothing going on here. Well, not enough fuel. Okay, fleet recharges at end of turn. Is it same for here? Okay, end of turn. Now go on. System discovered. Oh. Okay, so we have 3 fuels, and it's like 2 fuels to do a jump. So now we can choose one planet. Let's go to this one. Event at Nihal 3. A satellite in orbit was sending an encrypted signal broadcast and brought you on board the fleet ship. I like this. It's like Stellaris Light. I feel like it's kind of chill. I mean, I definitely feel, I mean, it's obviously a tutorial, so we're going to get a lot more um fleets thrown at us and everything, but this is kind of nice. It appears to be a Varagon Empire manufacturer, and your engineers tell you they need access to the internal hardware to fully circumvent the message encryption. Okay, so we can be careful, let them open it up, or we could take precautions. Oh, because we have 4 trusted. Nice. The satellite begins beeping loudly when the panel is opened. In an abundance of caution, the cargo doors are opened to space and the satellite is jettisoned. The satellite's explosion in space is contained and a large portion of the message is decrypted. What's the message, though? Okay, so we have to find the acolyte priest. That is what we're still trying to do here. No event? Alright, well, just one more. Okay. Where's my... Can I just kind of like manage my fleet from... Like, can I... I'd like to be able to just see... Yeah, there we go. Now we can jump around. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I'm sorry too, Blas. It's been a beautiful several years with you. I'll see you another time. No, I can understand how it doesn't work for you. And my opinion about tractors, yeah, okay, that's fair. Let's call this one even, and we can continue to be friends. Deal? We're searching for missing members. Who are you? This is Commander Verastek. Wait. No, I need to know more. State your business. Oh, okay. The Acolyte priests have defected to the Empire and are now in my care. Oh, they don't want to be part of us anymore? That is, I disagree. I disagree with that. It was so much fun, Tress. I really enjoyed it. The tech tree is a bit onerous, but I really enjoyed the game and the challenge overall. I got eaten by a bear, I think, before you popped by. That was unexpected. I think maybe it's a little bit better to say that it's more like it's like a prettier Rust, but with objectives. Because you take a mission each time, right? So you take a mission, you have an objective, and then you can fuck around until you get to your objective. And I think for Rust, because there's no clear objective, I get a little bit lost. And there don't seem to be cannibals like in the forest, but it was really fun. I really liked it. So yeah, Boyd, I totally got surprised by a bear. I was skinning 2 deer, and the bear griffle sound did not register with me, and so I kept skinning these 2 deer, and I stood up and I start to walk away, and then I all of a sudden hear the bear I don't know what the bear noise is, growl, I guess, and turned around and there's a fucking grizzly charging my face. And I shot it with the arrow, with a freaking stone arrow, then switched to a bone knife, stabbed it. But then I bled out and then it ate me. It ate the food that I had in my pockets. And then Doss like had to come find me and stab the bear too. So it's very eventful. It's a very eventful game. Very difficult, but I like it. So we can threaten the priests, or we can ask them something. Ask them. I do not wish to destroy you. Return to the collective and you will not be harmed. But I only saw the one bear, but I've heard 2 bears. We were doing the mammoth mission. Oh, what'd they say? Oh, I missed it. Can I open the dialogue? Hello? I don't know, I guess we're gonna fuck them up. We're not gonna fuck them up. I have no troop. Oh, I screwed up. I have no troops. I've taken the liberty of researching anti-infantry rounds for your initiates. If you remove the enemy acolyte's shields, the sniper ability
Resolve
can
is
destroy
accumulated
them.
during battle each turn.
Oh boy.
Some powerful unit abilities require resolve. Press and release the right mouse button on an initiate. Then select anti-infantry rounds. This requires 2 resolve. Choose an unshielded target to destroy.
I didn't make units before I started this battle. God. Anti-infantry rounds from the wheel. Okay. Am I supposed to do this one? Unshielded target to destroy. Okay. I don't think I have resolve yet. Okay. This cannot even attack. Oh my god. Oh, it can. Okay. It has no specials. How do I know when I have resolve? Don't. I want to. It says to use this. Some powerful unit abilities require resolve. Right click and release on an initiate. Then select anti-infantry rounds. Which I don't have yet. Okay. Oh, I think the spy could have shot. Hi, Dragon Loot. How are you? When do I have resolve? Now it's available. Okay. Yo, we just obliterated it. The input is a little bit confusing because some abilities I just right click and release to choose, and then other ones I have to left click and hold. So that's a little bit complicated. I mean, it's not complicated, but okay. Maybe we'll win this fight? Like maybe, ow. We're not gonna win it! I fucked it up. Game definitely said nope. This is why I wanted the priest to join us. Oh no, Dragon Loot. Oh, we're dead. How come they hit my initiate for so much? But then like the spy just keeps it going. Well, that was confusing. I think even the game was like, how did you fuck that up? Because I forgot to build units. Let's try that again. It didn't tell me to build units. It just told me, yeah, hooray for victory defeat. What is, it just told me to explore. It said send out your spies and explore. I didn't know I had to make another unit. Except, we'll just move on. Find the missing acolytes and attempt to rescue if possible. Yeah, all I had was a spy. You'll want to create additional units and fleet ships.
And select 2 spy units. Then click the Build Fleet button to place them in a fleet ship. Select the remaining spy units, then click the Build Fleet button again to place them in a second fleet ship.
Not enough ore.
Multiple fleet
Find
ships
more
at the
mineral-rich
same
planets.
location will be added to a fleet
Okay,
stack.
I understand
Select one of
better
the fleet
now.
ships now. Each fleet ship has enough fuel for 3 movements per turn. Each ship movement costs
Okay,
1
so
fuel.
when I discover, I get the ore.
Ships regain fuel when you end your turn. Begin exploring this sector by sending your fleets to planets and warp gates.
Okay, and then how do I build? Do I get the ore after I end my turn? Okay, after you end. Okay. Now we build. What's for dinner? That sounds good. Did I eat? I think I ate. Okay, I understand better. How many can I put into a fleet? Was it 4 or was it 5? And now I need more ore. Okay. An independent research base on the planet has contacted our fleet. A Varagon scientist at the base has requested passage aboard our fleet. They claim a small chemical explosion at the base killed the other 5 scientists there. A quick investigation of the base does show an explosion occurred. Allow the scientist passage aboard the fleet. Perform a thorough investigation of the explosion and detain the Varagon scientist for further questioning. Or we can go with the calculating response. The circumstances are suspicious and a single scientist could very well be a spy. Order the base destroyed along with the scientist. Come aboard! 2 of our crew members go missing before it is discovered the scientist was a solar mimic. The mimic was destroyed. Oh. Oops. An abandoned Varagon mining station has been discovered on the planet. The entrance to the base. Okay, caution. Damn mimics. I know. They get you every time. Okay, end turn. So now we need to go to this planet and make some things. And then we'll go... Oh, I don't even have another fleet now. Oh, shoot. Because I didn't even have initiates, it looks like. I only have this one fleet. Okay, so now we need to make another spy. It is kind of like Stellaris Delete. Except that the battles are fought on the planet's surface and in a kind of card battler type system. It's kind of neat. It is it I think of it now as Stellaris Light. I kind of dig it. Okay, so we're gonna make a fleet out of this. And then we're gonna cook up some other ones. Make these guys go collect. And it calls itself definitely a 4X. It's a card battler 4X as it describes itself on Steam. I don't know why bot is not doing the things that it's supposed to do, but if you click that link, which is a referral link for me, and so it would be really awesome if everyone clicked it and checked out the game, then that link will take you to it and you can follow it or wishlist it or read a little bit more about it. It's from Tau City Studios, which this is their only game right now. This was a Kickstarter project from a couple years ago, and this game just released earlier this month. Okay, so we're gonna send these guys. So we have a mission right now to go find acolytes, which would be a new type of meatloaf. Oh, today's meatloaf day, Dragon Loot. Okay. Good luck. So if we can rescue the acolytes, then I think we'll have a new unit that we can build. Okay, so this is fine. We've now found them. So we're having to redo what we failed before, but now I have troops, not just a spy. They've defected to the Empire and are now in my care. And this was the dialogue that I missed, so I don't really know what happened. We don't want to be part of the collective, okay? Destroy them at once. I don't wish to destroy you. Return to the collective and you will not be harmed. How are you, Delete? This fighting is not what we intended. We will return to the collective. Is that it? We don't have to fight them this time? So now can I make acolytes? Maybe not yet. Okay. Let's go to this planet. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Not enough fuel. Let me go check out the other fleet that I was planning. How can I... Oh, nice, nice. What a simple way to expand the fleet. No, meatloaf day for you, Dragon Loot. What the heck, mouse? I don't know why suddenly I'm having like... So right now every planet we explore adds to our resource counters at the top. Energy exhausted on links 2. What's links 2? Did I leave people behind? Oh my god, I left people behind. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna end up with 3 fleets now. Oh, do I have to stay in the system to exploit everything? I wonder. I'm not sure. Who's over here? These are the things that I want. Okay, I need you to come over here. And now we're going to fight. Okay. I want these acolytes. I love that we have a cinematic for coming down to do battle on a cardboard. Okay, anti-infantry. If you remove the enemy acolyte shields, the sniper ability can destroy them.
Resolve is accumulated during battle each turn. Some powerful unit abilities require resolve.
Okay, let's try this
Press
again.
and release the right mouse button on an initiate. Then select anti-infantry rounds. This requires 2 resolve. Choose an unshielded target to destroy.
Oh, I can only put 4 units out. Then I want... Fuck, I don't want to put the spy out then. Oh my god, okay. Choose an unshielded target to destroy. This is a shield, though, correct? Yes, okay. So I don't think that's going to work on them. Okay. Let's wait. So everyone can only attack or move per turn. That's it. Can't reach that. I can't reach that. Do I have resolve now? No. How do I move this one? Okay. Ouch. Can you go away, little computer? Choose an unshielded target to destroy. Okay. I choose to destroy you. Why didn't that work? Oh, it did. It just was delayed. That's cool. So we'll attack in a line. Do I have more resolve? No. I want to move you. How come I can't, why can I not move it? Also, why is moving complicated? It's okay, Mateus. I understand. So if I left mouse and hold. So if I click, how do I move you? Okay. Ouch. I still don't have resolve. How are we going to defeat these? It said choose an unshielded target to destroy them. Yeah, that does nothing. Now, do you have resolve? Okay. I wonder if I can go back to the other side of the board. I feel another victory defeat is upon us. I agree. Oh. Oh, so the explosive round does go through the shield. Ouch. Okay. So that was our anti-infantry thing. So this one has to use the explosive round. Okay, so I just didn't understand how all of our abilities functioned together. Oh, I can't reach. I wonder... Yeah, let's just body block with you. This is the real victory this time. Okay, so we got the... And now we will get acolytes. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, I wasn't understanding the instructions. Okay, research the spy unit. Okay. Go ahead and research the spy unit for production. Okay.
Open the research screen now.
But I already
Use the
have a
left
spy
mouse
unit.
button to select the spy and research it for this mission. Press escape or the right mouse button to exit the menus.
Is a permanent cloak and piercing damage a unique asset to our forces? The local faction commander in this region has promised us access to their fleet of scouts. Okay. Good loot, thanks. I did research it. I'm researching it now. Research. Our scouts have reported multiple solar infestations. Normally we destroy them ourselves. However, they're a bit larger than we're used to. How goes farming? Did you get the bowstring? We've placed our remaining units on Jishu 1 under your control. I'd be grateful if your troops could find them. Okay. Okay, and make additional fleets. No one said anything. I want one. I'm gonna have to do that. I feel like I have so many things to farm for. This is why I don't need Farming Simulator. I'm farming for things in other games. In the past few months, we've seen an alarming number of infestations. Something has changed. I'll just get it. Okay. I don't have enough materials to do this. I thought he said he was leaving me some units here. There are no units. I can't train anything. Okay, so we'll just wait. Collect everything. I need both parts though for the bow, don't I? I also still need to finish my 580 bow quest anyway. All right, we'll make a spy. How come? How come I cannot? There we go. We'll make a spy here. And an initiate. Find more habitable worlds. Oh, because I chose a desert planet. Oh, okay. Make this... What? is there not enough supply? Okay, so you want to send me out now? You're kicking me out? It says I have all the... Oh! Oh, this. I have to pay attention to the grain. Okay. So that's limiting also our production. Perfect. This is a great star system for us. Has everything I could ever want. It's the best. I don't want to do this battle. We're not prepared for this. So it's kind of interesting. There's no leaving an engagement. So you can have the random world encounters, and then you can just happen upon a battle, and there's no fucking escape. Oh my god. And they're all buffed. Okay. Can I leave now? Like, what if I just leave the battlefield now? Oh my god. Okay. Does this reach? No. We are dead. I mean, we're cooking troops up in space, so we're not like dead, but these units are dead. I'm sorry. What? They can sacrifice their health to... Oh my god. Just kill us. Why even? Why even? They have no health anyway. Alright. No, we're like even deader. We're even dead. Void. Oh my god. Oh my god. How come that doesn't shoot through to the nano swarm? Hey Bob, if you see any spicy meatballs on, you should tell them to go do town boards for me. Okay, so that was 2 for 1. That one was not. Oh, because this one does piercing. Hey, we defeated one. Slow death. The slowest death. Oh my god. Greer, welcome back. Thank you so much. How are you? Welcome back for 5. Thank you. Why? I don't know why my message is incomplete, but thank you so much for spending your prime on me for 5 months. I appreciate you. Yeah, so this is called Void Eclipse. I want to call this a strategy game, but right now it's just kind of a game of fuckery. How are you, Void? I'm sorry, Greer, how are you? I appreciate you, Greer. I hope you're doing well. I can't believe this spy unit is hanging in there. Yeah, you go, little buddy. Look at you. Oh, exams start. Oh, yeah. Exams would start soon. And then you're going home for the holidays, Greer? This guy. This little spy. Aww. Aww. Moment of silence for the little spy. Oh, you are? Okay. That's good. That's more... Jade losing in a game. Hi, Ridrin. Oh, and it's only 10 minutes away. So, yeah, you're gonna go home for the holidays. Man, fuck these nano swarms. Now, oh my god. This planet's dead to us. This system is dead to us. I need ore to turn them into a fleet. Oh no, I think they're still cooking. I'm doing well, Ridrin. Thank you. A little tired. You're away from home the most on holidays? What is your plan? Oh, it does cost ore to make a fleet. Okay. Which planet is Leseth 1? Oh, this one. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. I want to get out of this system. This system sucks. Those nano swarms can have it. I'm super duper over it. I should. We've got movie night though tonight in the Discord for The Wheel of Time. First 3 episodes. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, you drive up to see friends in Canada. Very cool. Very cool. Did the game just go quiet? Oh, there it is. Okay. What am I cooking already? Destroy all solar infestations in the sector. I think that means we have to go back to... I think that means we have to go back to where there are 12 nano swarms. I think that means we're gonna have to bring 2 fleets because we're probably sending in 1 fleet to die while they wipe out hopefully 3 nano swarms. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're gonna have to send in multiple fleets. Money bags. Thank you for redeeming your crowns. Polis 4, okay. And where are the rest of my units that we're making? Here. What? Why did it get deleted? How did I delete that? I think this was already I spent. Yeah. It says that I have 6 here, but I don't... Oh. Okay. So now we have this fleet. We have to go around and gather resources before we can come back. Okay, and then we're just going to exploit the crap out of this sector. Is this Centaura too? Yes. Fully exploited. So we can't make any more units there. And that's okay. Zazair, hi! Oh, we're not a human. Oh, I didn't mean to end my turn. I meant to show you my avatar in a larger form, which apparently I cannot do. But we've got a tree face. We're a space dryad, if you will. How are you, Zazair? It's nice to see you. Okay, so we're gonna cook all that. And I think this fleet is ready to go. We do not want to stop here on Lasath. But I will go ahead and send them to the system. Actually, I'm gonna have them wait. We'll wait to make this jump. Did I leave anybody behind here? No. Okay. Hey, JDG. I'm trying to construct additional initiates. I have a problem that requires a large force right now. Okay. So these guys can go on. Well, this is pretty star. I'm not sure that I need to make anything. How many fleets do I have right now? 4 fleets, 20. Okay, and our problem is 12. All right, let's stop. Let us stop exploiting for the moment, and let's just send you back through this way. Oh, so I actually have 5 fleets because I forgot I made these. Oh, it will cost me 25 to convert them to a fleet. Oh. Oh. Can I rename these? I'd love to be able to call it, I don't know, not Fleet 4. Do I have enough fuel to stack it up? Or can I only stack 2 over here? Looks like I might only be able to stack 2. Time to cheat so I have money. I don't, it's not money. I just need to go to another planet. We'll just send them over here. Where is the music? Yeah, this is space domination music, right? Not enough fuel. Okay. End turn. Yeah, Exploiter Group 1. I would absolutely get behind that. Can I select them at the same time? I cannot. So it's kind of an interesting thing because since I can only play so many on the board at once, we are just really going to have to stack them up, kill some troops, and then send in the next wave. Yeah, that's just a good song for everything, Ridrin. Let's see if 15 can do it. If 15 troops in the system can get this done. I think we might want to put the spy in because the spy does piercing, so can do damage in a row. Even though these guys are stronger. Although Spy Boy lasted a really long time. So there's 12 here, but they cannot play. Okay. It's not that the 12 stay on the board. They have no armor. Can't reach. Dead. Ah, and their health stayed the same. Okay, that's less fuckery than I thought. That's way less fuckery than I thought. Okay. I was initially very upset. I am no longer upset. It's a card battler 4X. So whatever that combination of words means to you. Can I reach that one? It doesn't. So it's a 4X grand strategy. So explore, exploit, exterminate, and I always forget what the other one is. But then the combat happens here in a card battler system. It's interesting. I dig it. I still can't reach anything with this one. No, I would just like to move you. Why can't I move you? There we go. Oh, we left room for it to multiply. Not great. Jeez, swarms. Oh, the anti-infantry round did not work on that. Oh, it did. Just very, very delayed. Okay, and then I still get to go? Hang on. I don't know. I didn't want you to do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Can I put this unit on the board? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Oh. So I can build really big fleets. I didn't know that. I thought my fleet was limited. I could have merged that 15 stack into one fleet. That would have been the move. Oops. Still don't have resolve, okay. Yeah, because then we could have had multiple spies for the Pierce. Shoot. So I guess then before I bring more units down to this fight, I'm gonna go ahead and have to merge them. Their HP is getting really high, Void. Yeah, you're right. We never did sit down to play the Yu-Gi-Oh game. Meant to. Huh. Okay, so did everyone attack? Everyone took a turn? Now everyone took a turn. I think every time they multiply, they're getting a buff to their health. But I have no way to abandon the fight. It seems like. I can just end turn until they wipe me out. Oh. So, was that the end of what they could bring for their forces? I didn't know that I could play another card onto the board. So you can only place 4, I guess, for the first turn, and then after that you can... This is why we do prologue, people. I don't think I have any nukes charged right now. I don't know how to see where my resolve, when my resolve is full, without clicking on the card. So I can nuke 1. I can't, I have no, I know. I'm no expert, but things look bad on the planet, General. Things feel bad. Okay. Oh, actually, it's not a playlist today. It's just a station from Pretzel Rocks. It's the lo-fi station. I normally don't put on the lo-fi station, but I can send you the link. I know. I need a planet-sized nuke. Pretzel Rocks is a royalty-free music player that I use for stream since Twitch really started to crack down on all the DMCA. I wish there was an option to just abandon the fight. Can I just I capitulate. That's it. It's done. Just let us go. Why must you make me suffer? I'm ready to go back to the top. I've got more troops to bring. Yeah, or retreat. There is no retreat. At least not that's like been offered to me yet. Or just close the game and reopen it. all I retreat. Alt F4. I retreat. I retreat. Man, this initiate is a boss. You too, Void. Et tu, Void. Yeah, so I think that's a more like a sniper round thing. Okay. However, this was the plan. So, in a way, things are going according to plan. After taking care of yourself, eh? In a way, this is correct. Everything is happening exactly like it's supposed to happen. We did say we were sending down a force to sacrifice so we could reduce the numbers of the nano swarm. That's happened, I think. I can't quite tell because there's so many fucking nano swarms. It is Copia. It's okay. That was the plan. Show me my fleets. This is where we need to be, right? 13. 13. Okay, okay, okay. So come over here. How do I merge them now? Or is that not a thing? Okay, and now I think I can take them from the planet to the fleet. Yeah, okay. So now we need to get these guys. What's the shortest way? It's like all the same. We need to get these guys back down there. I don't know what the max size of a fleet is. I'll have them come through the gate. They'll pick up these people. Okay, this is a better plan. We are learning. So I think there's no more resources here. Okay, yeah, it says Centaura is done. Centaura is fully exploited. So if I'm going to make more fleet, I gotta do it someplace else. And I guess I can't do it here? Oh, maybe because I don't have a ship here? I'm not sure. What if I do it here? Okay. I'm just gonna go until I run out of resources, I think. Making 25. Okay. And end their turn. And we're gonna bring this fleet over to... Why aren't you coming over here, little shippy? Make this jump, and then come down to this gate. And then where am I making stuff? Do I have research that I can unlock? I could have been making an acolyte this whole time. Listen here, you little shit. You'll do what's good for you. Okay, and do I have any available supplies here? How long does it take to research? Damage +2, but health loss increased by +1. Blades cause pierce. Bleed. More health. Health regeneration. Ignore range attacks for 3 turns. Okay, health regeneration's kind of cool. Oh, it's got a taunt. The acolyte has a taunt. Let's do... Can you do bleed? On Nano Swarm, swap placement with adjacent friendly unit, then attack. Oh, and it can castle too. Yes. I just spent all my points on a unit that I don't even know how to make right now. Hello, mouse? Oh no, 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 no. Okay. No, the game locked up. I had a plan. Man. Why? Everything was gonna turn out great. I got nothing left, Tress. The game locked up. Ugh. I know, I had a plan. It was gonna be fine. Everything's fine. That's too bad. Oh well. I like it, Nord. They knew I would win, so they cheated. Okay, that's fine because we learned a lot, so
Open
we
the
just
research screen.
start
Now.
the mission again. It's
Use
no
the
problem.
left mouse button to select the spy and research it for this mission. Press escape or the right mouse
Okay.
button to exit the menus.
Nice to see you, Nord. Thank you. All right. I'm trying to cook some fleets, man. Okay. These infestations are larger. Skip! Skip! Place the remaining spy units on Jishu 1 under your control. There's nothing here. Oh, you just want me to cook them here. Okay. I like it, Blas. How long have you been dealing with them? That's great. Not enough supply. Okay. Fleet. Go forth, explore. Okay, so now we have 13 supply. So that's our troop limit. That's our effective troop limit. I understand now. Troop limit, research points, troop points. Okay. So we could just kind of kick it here for a second. Okay, so now that we discover that our troop limit's 15. Save some resources for those acolytes. Thank you for the reminder. Yep, 15 research points to make them. Oh, stun? Let's give them more health too. Okay. What upgrade can the spy take? +1 resolve per turn for each spy on the enemy's side of the battle. Overloads a spy's cloaking device, causing a burst of 5 energy. Oh, AoE! AoE! Okay, cool. Disables an enemy unit's turn and assassination. Not enough XP. Fight more battles and complete missions. Okay, I understand. There's the tier 2 troop, the acolyte. Okay. Wouldn't the acolyte benefit from the shield? This one? Or the quicken, ignore ranged attacks for 3 turns. It says while shields are active. So I think that's just its special. Hi, White Wolf. Go shopping today. New space heater and tortilla chips. Just play the most intense game that you can imagine to put your computer through. That's your space heater. I think they already get the shield, and then all these other things are added to it. We'll find out. Okay, I need more XP because I need to unlock some upgrades for the other units. Play any CryEngine game. Be kind of nice to keep track of the research points up here. Limited ceasefire. Did I take this? Oh no, I need 20 for that. Okay. Oh, I have to be mindful of the fleet size, because it costs me energy to put them into a fleet. I don't think he has the fuel. I think we should... Oh, he does. Okay. No! 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 Okay, well, so the enemy is procedural, it looks like. It's the bees. Not the bees! It's definitely the bees. Fuck. Okay, delete. For you, I'll do it. Can I sabotage? What did that ability do again? Disables an enemy unit for 2 turns. Oh, this might be kind of good to take. Big Cape. Cloaking to a target friendly unit adjacent to the spy for 1 turn. The music was a little intense for this quick death that we're going to have. The answer to that is yes, Blas. I thought he was disabled. Oh, that one is. Okay. So, don't I have the ability so he can disable, like... Overload. Yeah, that's what I want. A burst of 5 energy damage to all units. Okay, so we're putting him in. Can we see what abilities the swarms have? Excellent question. I'm trying to. Take damage equal to half their health. Clone a new nano swarm in a target adjacent space. And then they have this one. Increase attack damage of nano swarm by 1 for each adjacent nano swarm. Oh, wait. Increase health of nano swarm by 2 for each adjacent. That's why their HP was getting so big. Overload. Well done, little spy. Well done. Allowing them to divide even more. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to bring even more than I was planning for. What? New World has been crashing a lot for me lately, Bob. It's, I don't know what's going on with it. Okay, so... Oh my god. Hope maybe that means they'll fix our fast travels. So, it's likely this little spy will die. I think I want more spies in my card, in my deck. 'Cause that overload is nice. Just fucking kill me now. Just kill me now! Or just lose them again. Crash World, yeah. I am ready to die. I see death on the horizon and I welcome her gladly. Okay, I left troops cooking somewhere. Oh, it's here. Okay. Oh. Wait, I guess you guys better go back and pick up these guys. Oops. It doesn't seem to cost me energy to add them to the fleet. It just seems to cost me energy to create the fleet. Who would you put on the front line? So the thing is that oh, that was not where I was making. Oops. We do have defensive melee now. So we're gonna put this acolyte in. So this is my start. The acolyte is the defensive melee. But so I still have available another acolyte, another spy, and 4 initiates that we can put in on, I think, our next turn. Yeah, I can't place the cards. This is the limit of where I can place. Now we can move everything around. Okay. What are our abilities? So we took health regeneration. We took taunt. Pierce. Bleed. Okay, rush. Swap placement with adjacent friendly unit, then attack enemy in melee range. Okay, that's cool. That's kind of like that one Ephon ability. And then we also have focus to attack target in melee range twice. So we have health regeneration. Okay, those are all of our specials. No, Acolyte is strong, though. Acolyte is very strong. I'm not sure when I can add another unit to the board. I'm banning acolytes. You can't do that. The fight's already underway. The acolyte is highly specialized. Remaining units allowed. Okay, so I can put 6 more units out. So actually we need another ranged unit. I think I might put out another acolyte. Okay. So I don't think I can move this No, I can't. Okay. Okay, what is... So rush again is exchanging places, right? Okay. Focus, melee twice. And what's our base attack? 7. Okay. Okay, so I cannot attack diagonally. We'll do focus on this one. Ah, because when you use your special, you still get to go again. And because we have Pierce on our blades. Oh, Acolyte. This is where it's at. Okay. Hi, Infinite. Hi, Yami. It's Stellaris plus Card Battler, Yami. It's exactly what you would like. It's exactly your thing. How are you? Okay, do I have enough focus to do... No, I do not yet. Okay. So let's get some focus. Me too. I'm really looking forward to the Wheel of Time. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, resolve. Resolve is what we needed. The only thing that I have a little bit of frustration with is the movement of I probably should have put that in front. Did this person already attack? I cannot tell. They must have then. Okay. I mean, yeah, we can download it or we can just watch it off of Amazon and I can host it or you all can host it. One or the other. Okay, our shields are down on 2 of them. Have a good dinner. Place 2 units. Oh, thanks, Tress. Yeah, and we can place 2 more now. Why can I not place this one here? Oh, because it's too far forward in the board. Okay, so we'll wait. All right, let's... What I would like to do is actually... This will be kind of a not attacking very much round. Because what I want to do is what I wanted to do was put the spy up here because the spy does piercing. So I was hoping to get 2 or 3 of them with that. Okay, so that's how we stack tiles, right? If you think about like old civilization and stacking your units, this is how you do it. So you just stack your deck. And yeah, this is good. Wheel of Time Bloss. Oh, I kind of thought that would destroy that. I should have thought about that diagonal. Okay. How do I do rush? Choose a friendly to swap locations. Choose an enemy to hit. Wow! Okay, nice. Can this one still shoot? Cannot. Also slightly too far. Okay, and then we can only move or shoot. I mean, yeah, move or attack. It's a series. It's an adaptation of a series of books. It's a fantasy series. I need the spy to be in the middle for that AoE. This is fine. Okay, trying to get our nuclear blasts out so we can just delete something. Oh boy. I wonder if I accidentally could friendly fire. Why is, oh, I think that's just the effect, huh? Can we do this one? Survived. He survived. Okay, so I don't think... Oh, can we move through? We can move through. I didn't know that. I've not watched the Netflix Cowboy Bebop yet, Ridrin. It is still on my list. Did you watch it already? I think that we were going to do like Wheel of Time and then Bebop and then Wheel of Time and then Bebop. Can I just delete this? No, because I already used the resolve. You hear horrible things? I'm hearing both good and bad. So I'm not sure. I'll just reserve my judgment. Why can't this one not move? What's wrong with you? That Pierce, that is the best ability I think that I could have chosen in this time. Our range seems a bit limited. I'm not sure why I cannot move the spy. Oh, can we trade places? Yeah! Nice. Wait, there's more infestations? Oh my god. I didn't expect that. I thought we were just going to have the one fight. Okay, no problem. So, more acolytes, I think. Another spy, and let's do some research. Let's give the acolyte more HP. Or did I? I did. Oh, I don't have taunt activated. Do I want to add bleed? I think we probably want to move to stun. Ignore range attack. We want this one. We want quicken. Okay. All right, so we'll just chill here. Exploit these resources. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. Add this to the fleet. And let's make some more. The initiates have really great range. It's kind of hard to ignore that. Oh, we fully exploited. I do appreciate that it doesn't take that much time to make a unit. Like, it's literally just one turn. All right, I think that's pretty good, actually. And I don't want to split my fleet right now. I know it's like, oh, make multiple fleets so that way you can explore more of the galaxy in one go. Not with the bees out there. We're not doing that. Not enough fuel. Okay. Yeah, the Initiate is a very good basic unit. What can we upgrade can we give to the Initiate? More health. Armor +3 when health is less than 50%. Armor +1. Let's give them more health. We had the points. I see. So every time we explore, we are getting that resource per turn until it's all gone. Cool. Very much Solaris Light. I don't have to build anything on the planets other than units. I don't have to put down production, refinery, city, and anything like that. I just go, I explore the planet, and we pretend that all of that is happening in the background. And then we just carry on, make our troops, and just go on our way and just exterminate. Very cool. So we can have up to 61 units. I'm a little concerned then. It makes me feel like maybe I should make some. Also, because the Initiate does ranged, right? It is good to have. Also, then I can make the choice based on that. I mean, that's fine. We'll just take it all. Oh, good. Come at me, bees. You are looking at SEAL Team 6 here of space. Makes me weaker to split it? I think so. I cannot advance? Three fleets of 20. I think that's a good number. Ah, so maybe it knows about my spy's ability, and so that's why it's spawning the units behind it instead of ahead of it. Hmm. Oh, that's cool. So we don't have to choose which abilities. As we unlock them, they just kind of keep going. Okay, swap and attack. Wait, did my spy just take... No, it didn't. And we'll go ahead and overload. Oh, I got health back. Okay, because it destroyed my acolyte's shield. So sabotage is a little dangerous. It's got like D&D fireball rules. My units will take damage from that. That's good to know. That's good to know. Taking over a planet of bees is hard. What does Quicken do? Ignore ranged attacks for 3 turns. Okay. I'd like to get this one in the position for multi-damage. It's fine. We'll get there. I mean, it's easy delete if you can just go in and just nuke the planet, wait it out, several generations, come back. It's all yours. It's not very strong. This little spy engine that could. Okay, so that's support. So this is good because it's kind of getting a feel of like what the mix really should be of that 3 fleets of 20, right? What's pretty incredible is that it lets me place cards and take an action in the same round that I place them. That's kind of unexpected. It's a little bit OP. I hate to admit that, but it kind of is. We glassing planets? Yeah, we are. That's how we're going to take them over, Cesaire. Am I going to kill this acolyte by overloading? Close. Very close. Let's swap places here. Can I not? Oh, how adjacent? Okay, you do it. Okay, this one has rush. Choose friendly to swap locations. Strange. Okay. Not a problem. almost. You jerks. I think they can't do it because their health... I think this one can't do it because its health is too low. I don't think I want that. I want this one, the anti-infantry rounds. Okay, actually we can just use this one. Focus. That's the double hit. Taking over a planet is easy. I'm sorry, delete. I might not be talking through it as completely. So when that happens, just let me know. So there's still one more mission in the tutorial prologue. Pollux. What time is it? Okay. So we take these missions. Where is their HP? Left side and the right side is armor. So the right side is the yellow bar, that's armor. At 35. Yeah, we could do some more research. Oh no, it's fine. We'll split that. Do not allow BM2 to fall. Okay, start mission. Yeah, HP on the cards is the red on the left, and then the right is the armor. The Acolyte has a whole other shield thing going on that gives it like invincibility until that shield is taken down. Okay, Acolyte, Spy, Scout. Focus on a combination of units. Yeah, we got that. Destroy their base on Mufrid 1 to free Acolytes from the grips of the Empire. We appreciate your help with this matter. In return, I offer you some insight. Someone or something does not want you to access your memories. A preliminary scan shows the memories you cannot access are encrypted. I wonder how much of that is trademarked. Delete. That layout. Look for robotic pods in these sectors. They might contain encryption keys to help you unlock your memories. What does unlocking my memories give me? You already told me that. Okay, thank you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're done talking. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so kind of just also to make sure that I understand it too. It looks like this side is me, this side is the enemy. This slightly darker shade of jade. And then this is the total number of resources available in this star system. The ore. That's how we... This is what costs us units. How we buy units. This purple number is how we buy spies. Oh, it's an exotic material. And this number is the total number of units that can be created in this star system. So, looks like 18 in total. So right now we have access to 12, so we can do 12 troops. We have to explore all of these planets to get access to all of these resources here. This +4 resources per turn, +2 energy per turn. You make me sound like I go into like a tiger cage or something, Razor. No, you're an exotic material. How dare you? Oh, it's like Birmingham too. So we're gonna make some troops. Oh, spy is locked for me right now. Not enough energy to unlock spy. So we'll go and make some initiates too. So that way we can make a fleet and go around and explore. So this is the explore exploit phase. This is our troop upgrade screen. Oh, we can give them a personal shield too. It is funny because I keep calling it cooking. Shotgun. Plus 10 damage at a range of 1. Attack 2 targets with pistols. Yeah! Let's do that one. Okay. Scout. Provide vital air support to small groups of ground forces. Okay. So they have 4 shield, 2 armor, 20 health, range, and they do 3 damage. Yeah, this little spy, no shield, no armor, melee range, and only 3 damage, but their effect is piercing. Yeah, the initiate is my biggest health. I know, new unit is available. We're gonna have to figure out what to do there. Okay, let's end turn and collect our resources. And collect more resources. The spy is the only one that I have that has AoE so far. So I wonder if the scout will also have AoE. It is too my turn. Who said it's not? Okay. Energy exhausted. All right, now we travel. So as we explore, we automatically get these There's people here? Oh no, I'm here. We automatically get those resources. We don't have to put anything down at all. And we go to the Stargate. We are jumping! Oh good, this is a ore-rich planet. Let's cook some troops. Oh wait. Wait. This takes 20 science. Let's do it. Improved targeting. Plus 2 damage to armored enemies or ground units hit by scout have 20% chance to stun. Let's do that. Boom! Attacks hit 1 additional nearby enemy. And shrapnel. Oh, I'm out. Okay. Damage to ground troops in the same row are reduced by 2. Oh, that's like okay, so it's a friendly fire mitigation plan. Should probably take that. We're doing the scout just in case. And the acolyte. I'd be a fool not to. Oh, that's bad people. No! You're not supposed... You know. Where did they go? Are they stuck in the gate? Oh, they went all the way over here? Okay. Oh, to make a scout takes both ore and science. Exotic materials, I mean. Let's see if we can do this. Are we fighting? Are we fighting? Let's fight. Oh, they left. Oh, I think I'm competing for resources now. All right, let's scoop these guys up. Add them to the current fleet. And let's go. Oh, that's a lot of science points. Let's go this one. Oh, I don't have enough fuel. Okay. It says, do not let Biome 2 fall. I'm not sure what that means. Because I cannot make more troops here. I can make troops on this lava planet, though. Okay. We're not making a whole lot of ore per turn right now. We're making a lot more science. Exotic material. Okay. What? Homeworld lost? So I have to leave troops stationed there? I don't know. I guess we'll see, huh? Will we see? Hello? I'm not sure that we will see. Lobster cultist. Man, it's a shame that you're like follow bot, because that name is pretty fucking good. Bye. I'm not sure what happened with game. It says it's still running. Maybe I just auto lost or something? Restart mission. Let's try that. Oh, I can't. Okay. I missed the encounters that we were having when we were going from planet to planet. All right, let me try that one more time. Because in the first one, first round that we did for the lessons, we were having encounters that was giving us things to our personality matrix. Okay. Okay. I do like the spacey sound. So I need to leave troops stationed at Biome 2. We cannot abandon it at all. Look for robotic pods. Okay. I thought we could just go. Alright. We'll make some initiates. End turn. And I cannot make another initiate. Oh, right. Research. Okay. I have to get to these other planets before they do, though. I think. Let's exploit our sector. Okay. And we're already out of energy on BM2. Good job, guys. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So now these guys can leave, I guess. And then we'll just have to be mindful about what we leave behind. What's a binary system? Okay. Oh, I don't have enough. It takes 12? Okay. Oh, they're coming! They're coming! Motherfuckers. Get out of here. I would I guess we cannot have like a ship battle in space, huh? Because where would you put the grid for fighting? This mission is buggy. I don't think we'll ever get to finish this mission. Okay, that's the enemy. It looks like one initiate. Oh, it's not the mission that's buggy. I'm buggy. Second time. But I didn't have to restart. Make a scout here. And then we'll put them all into one fleet. Oh, it's gonna take 10. Okay. I'll just wait. So the enemy is out here doing whatever they're doing. Okay, and then we will put them into this fleet. I think there's an overlay problem. Okay, let's start with the scout. Is the scout not done? Oh, can you not put the scout into a fleet? Oh, you can. Okay. And they're just going to fucking chill there. That is their job. Is to just stay there. Okay. And then we are going to add these guys to this fleet. And then go explore. There they are, the jerks. We're coming. Yeah. Crush one of your things early on. I love this. It's so silly. Okay. I'm putting the scout out because I need to know what it can do. This is our testing phase for the scout. Its range still kind of seems the same, huh? Oh, I didn't put any points into it yet. There are sound effects for the cinematic. It's music, though. And right now, I have the music turned off. Oh, that's not the unit I wanted to move. Oops. Just because there were periods where the game music got very, very quiet. I'm sorry. It's something die? Something died. You monster. Oh, because they incinerated me or whatever you call that. Okay, that's fine. We'll just shred your shield. Okay, so this is what's going on these cards. Right side bar health, and left side bar is health, and this number 21 is the total HP for this unit. Right side, the yellow bar is their armor, and it's the total value of their armor. Oh, he did use the anti-personnel. Okay, thank you. The number in the middle is their attack damage and what kind of attack it is. So this is 7 melee damage. This shit up here, I don't know what it is. I don't know what these dots are. I think that's my resolve charges. I'm not sure. I think it is because I don't have any resolve charged on these cards yet. And then on the bigger card on the left, the two things in the middle, like the white symbols, that's also telling you like the type of damage it does. Yeah, the skills. I think this is telling me that I have this available. Oh, and then the purple effect is the shield. Okay, so armor plus 3 when health is below 50%. So that's why it got armor back. Oh. Okay, and then I guess for this thing, maybe this is not interesting until it has other abilities. The blue dot is the shield. Oh, I think you're right. Thank you for clarifying. Oh, and I could have put a unit out. Oops. That's okay. What ability did you have? that I don't have. Oh, it's the dual pistol. That's what I wanted to upgrade to. Find the base on Mufrid 1 and destroy it. But don't let your base fall. Okay. That's fine. I can do that. Can I just sit here for a sec and like make some more troops? Okay, so I'm adding them to this fleet and now we're gonna go. Draco. Where am I trying to get to? Mufrid. And then what's going on at home? Which one's the one I have to defend? This one. Okay. So they need to pick up these guys. Add them to the defending army, and then we're gonna go back. They can occupy the same space. Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question, Tress. Wow, we make so much exotics now. What's our research capability? We have 35 points. Okay. Scout. Attack damage +1. Ground units hit by scout. So we want this. This one. And then this one. Enemy targets in range must target this unit for the next. They don't have that much health, do they? That's nice. So your research stays up, you get to keep your research tree as you go through the campaign. Where are the penguin units? I know, that's actually what I really like about Age of Wonders, like the Planetfall and that series, because they have were penguins. I'm gonna save these 10 points. We want to add the cape. +1 resolve per turn for each spy on the enemy's side of the battle. Ooh, anti-spy. Attack damage increase +1. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay. If I decided to make spy units. Ooh, what a rich planet. Solar system. That's the word. Okay, I think we just kind of event a satellite. Let's say precautions. All right, so we got 10 XP for that. So that's where we're getting. You have to win a battle or do events through exploring to then have research points. I have not completed them. No. A new world happened. All right, moving on to another planet. Why? Go. Yeah, I'm sorry, Crash World happened. You're right. You're right. Sulafet. Okay. So I'm still looking for this other system. And we'll put these 10 into a fleet. How many fleets do we have now? 3. Okay. So we have one fleet of 11 at the home world. These 2. We were supposing maybe 20 per fleet for the deck building purposes, right? So we can just go, I think. Oh, hang on. I wonder if I should merge these two. I think it'll be okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. We've almost exhausted all the resources in this system. Current fleet composition is weirdo. Oh, wrong button. It's like playing Stellaris. Spy, spy, initiate, initiate. This is actually kind of a good one. I guess we can make a couple more initiates. That's pretty good. And then they'll leave after that. That's too many. Ooh, what's a shade? You'll discover new units as you... Okay. I'll try to wait. I'll try to be patient. Am I out of fuel? Yep. Kind of got a little close to that sun, I think. Alfurk. Oh, we gotta fight at the gate? Since when do we fight at the gate? Whoa! Whoa! Acolyte. Initiate. No, it doesn't. Well, maybe that's just because it's placement. Oh, he brought a spy. Oh, it's cloaked. So I think that means it cannot be targeted. I don't have any specials on my thing right now. On my scout. Hi Yami, welcome back. Hell yes. That's great. Okay. So, we're already through armor. Wow. We brought a plane. That's pretty useful. Okay. I guess I'm gonna move you down here. Wait for that encounter. Oh, shrapnel. That's what it was. Yeah. How come? Hmm. I think my people came out of that okay. Oh, I can't target diagonally that far. Okay. Oh, shoot. We have to get rid of their scout. I fucked that up. Definitely. Okay. I'm not sure that I can attack while it's cloaked. Let's ignore ranged attacks, just in case. No anti-infantry, okay. Yeah, that scout can tank. I mean, look, they have so much armor, too. You bitch. Ow. That was, that hurt. Is this one mine or is this one the enemy's? I think that one's mine. Okay, I need some resolve. I need to get some damage dealt because... Okay, we're gonna switch places here and attack this one. We just have to start taking some stuff off the board. How are we get through that shield? Maybe we do this and see if shrapnel... Oh, I can't. It doesn't reach. Okay, shield is down. That's good. Choose first target for dual pistol, okay? And then second. Oh, that's nice. So you can attack when they're invisible. Maybe only from melee range? I don't know, let's see. Oh, I think you just do reduced damage. Okay. Oh, there's another invisible unit. Oh. What did I just lose? Oh, I lost two units up here. So I think that's telling me that I'm putting that unit in danger to move up there. But I kind of have to. Christmas gift exchange? Oh, you can attack and then do... Wow. Cape is pretty strong. I'm not sure that I brought enough troops. Why can't I move? Yeah, we're doing so much less damage. We have to get rid of this spy. We'll wait.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
Okay, that's good to know. I did not know that the melee character would be able to attack the
Just
scout.
wait for the tone.
Did I kill it? No. Fuck. This isn't a tough battle. I don't even remember which fleet this was.
It's not available right now.
Something else is still alive? What is here? Oh my
If you need
god.
further assistance, enter pound now.
The spy is still alive. Oh my god. Hey, Cape is kind of OP.
Number and a message after the tone.
Well, it's called Prologue. But yeah, it seems kind of... Damn, I'm losing this whole fleet.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's kill this one. Why not? Wait. I lied. I want to do this. Oh, that's my guy. Okay. Holy shit, this thing doesn't die. Damn! Okay, that's just one fight. That is just one fight. It's no problem. Can you go to this gate? These guys, right? What's in this fleet? Hang on, let's spend some research points. All ground units do +2 increased damage to air targets for 1 turn. Okay. Do I want to get the cape? I think so. It was kind of OP. Choose 2 enemy and 2 friendly units to okay, ceasefire. +1 resolve. Oh, assassination. Not enough XP. I keep trying to get assassination and I don't have enough for it. Let's fuck them up. They only have 6 left. Oh, they want to nail this down. Oh, you're not exchanging now. You're just putting together the list. I don't know why this is stuck up here. That's going to be confusing, I think. Okay, so we definitely want to put the scout out. An acolyte. Okay, let's try what they did. Yeah, this is the same. Okay. Do I have any abilities on this guy? No, I still didn't take any ability. But okay. I'm gonna go and do this now. Because that was kind of crazy. Oh, I need to get through that. Okay. Oh my god! How did they came in with resolve? I think this is the right line to do. Is this all one? No, no, no. This is several battles. We've explored the galaxy. Got some new units. Upgraded some units. What's our abilities do again? Disables an enemy unit for 2 turns. Can I sabotage their freaking... Yes. Okay, so I probably should have sabotaged one of these initiates instead, though, now that I think about it. That is a referral link for direct for me, Yami. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Oh, I forgot we have dual pistol ability. Son of a bitch. Oh, okay. Not ideal. Okay, I still don't have resolve there. But... what do we want to do here? Do I overload? I don't think so. I think we put the cape on because that'll, since our shield is down, that'll make sure that this unit only loses 1 HP like per turn. 6 damage. Great. What? How did you not do what you were supposed to do? We have to get rid of this strike force. Okay. Oh, I forgot to place my units. Shit. I could have taken 2 more actions. Okay, so I think we want to do... Can you do anything? Why don't you have anything available to you to do? I don't understand. Okay, so I think we have 3 units down now. Like, on their side, I mean. Okay. Am I bleeding? I think I'm bleeding. I am. Alright, now just a slow and steady burn. Okay. Man, that took a lot of troops. Took a lot of troops to combat. That's still broken. Okay. That's fine. We won. And now we just continue exploring. Now we just continue exploring. Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe we should stop here for a second and make some things. What did we lose? I think I lost a couple initiates. Can I not train anything here because I have no more resources here? I guess not. Okay. All right, let's go to the Stargate. Let's go through the Stargate. Let's have another fight. You ready? Eat shit, Varshtek. You're one acolyte. All right, what if we do this acolyte for acolyte? This is what I think this is where it locked up, right? When the first attempted battle at a Stargate. Oh, is this his fleeing acolyte? All right, I will put in my one for your one. I don't think it will let me. I think it's going to make me fill the board. Okay. Yeah, now I can end my turn. Where's your army now, Varshtik? Where's my army? My forces, okay. Just drag them over. There we go. Okay, so never leave Birmingham. That's the message. It's actually kind of hard to leave Birmingham. Can I make anything here? Cannot. Not enough fuel. Okay. So we've been winning. We should have some points. Oh, I guess not. Okay. What can I do to buff the scout more? +1 armor. Do I have this? Attack steal +2 damage. Oh yeah, now I do. Okay. I need to go through this Stargate, it looks like. And now we'll make the jump. So we're looking for the enemy planet, Murfrid 1. Oh, we definitely kind of need to fill back up a little bit. Can I rearrange this? Oh, I can? Oh, that's so convenient. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, Palsetti, for thinking of those of us that want to rearrange our fleet. Oh, I don't even have to wait. It's just instant. Merfrid, damn it. All right, so we have 6 initiates, 5 acolytes. This is actually probably heavy. It doesn't look very well balanced now. Okay. So that's like air. Initiate. Yeah, I don't think I like this balance. I feel like that's too much melee. Okay, that looks tidier. I agree. Let's go with this. We'll leave these 3 can fuck off and do whatever they want. Okay. Come on, Murfrid. Rigel? Rigel? Okay. Ice planet. Oh, is there not another gate? Oh, there is. Okay. Are they in alphabetical order? No. No. They're in a visually appealing order that makes sense for my brain. It's good enough. It's good enough. Mufrid. Okay. Mufrid 1. It's this one. We're bringing the fight. That's all? That's all you left to defend your homeworld? And I was freaking out and left like 15 of them to defend my homeworld? Okay. Clearly, Varshtek, you're such an amateur. That's all. They only brought 8. I'm rolling in with 20. They didn't even have scouts. They just had initiates and acolytes. Watch me still lose. Okay. What? How did they just auto-delete my spy? I thought the spy was cloaked too. Okay, that's some pretty clever combat shit that they're doing. Having each acolyte swap because they swap attack, so that's their special. And then they also still get to do their regular attack. That's pretty tricksy. Okay. And I don't understand why my anti-infantry rounds are not available. Oh, that's not for shields, that's for armor. Oops. Okay. Cool. Now we've burned through their shield charges. So I could do that with this one. Oh, except I don't have any available. Not ideal. I didn't mean to activate that. Let me just move over here for a sec. Ouch. Ouch. That all really hurts, and I think I'm bleeding. Okay, dual pistol. And then you just deal with that one. Wow, everything is so resilient right now. I guess when it's like your elite home troop, I guess you only have to bring 8, huh? Okay, what are we gonna have you do? Is this mine? No, okay, because there's no point in doing the rush. Oh, we could finish this one though. Is that worth it? I'd rather do focus. I cannot. Okay. Yeah, this is obviously the home elite team. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why you still got to move. Smartest tactics from the game right now. Didn't. Okay, so we want to do this one because it's adjacent. Hey, Will! how are you? Nice to see you. It's called Void Eclipse. It's a Stellaris light. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm sticking with. Wait, which one is enemy? Fuck, did I win? Oh my god. That one was stressful. For pizza? What kind of pizza? Prologue is done. So now we can go on to Act 1 campaign. And then Act 2. Very cool. I'm sorry, I know that you just stopped by for pizza, but I need to go eat too. I've only had a bit of breakfast, just an English muffin. And that's good. I liked this. I like this. It is it's a little bit easier to jump in and out of than maybe like a full Stellaris campaign, but if you thought that was interesting, please click that link, follow through to Steam, check it out, follow it, wishlist it, shop it, however. Thanks for joining today, guys. This was possible from the Indie Game Collective, so we've got some more things that we need to. We've got some more things on the agenda from them. You're probably gonna be seeing me play this. In my now playing list. Pepperoni. Good call. Have fun on my show. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. We are watching the Wheel of Time in the Discord tonight. And so if you would like to stop by, check that out. It'll be at 8:30 Mountain Time. We're gonna watch the first 3 episodes, and we try to do movie night at least once a week. Sometimes it gets away from us, but at least once a week. A variety of things. So I'm going to find somebody to host. Let me see. I hope that you guys have a good rest of the weekend. And I'll be back streaming on Wednesday. Oh wait. Yeah, I'm not sure with it being Thanksgiving weekend what the schedule will be, to be honest. So once I figure it out, I will update the schedule on the Twitch page. And oh no, you're fine, Will. I'm sorry to take off. Like, ew, Waluko's here. I gotta go. I'm sorry. I'm glad you finally came over to start a new character on Mixlin. So at least we can get together with that. And I hope that, yeah, so I'll post the schedule as soon as I figure out what the availability is, but it might be just kind of like surprise streams until Sunday. And then if everyone's up for it, then we might go ahead and do like an Age of Empires tournament on Sunday. We'll see. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you later for Wheel of Time. Oh, and we're going to host, because now look, guys, we're going to go over and see our friend. It don't work because work just started streaming yesterday. So if we can just stop by, say hi. He's doing a little bit of New World, which we almost did today too. And I don't know if we'll be Work's first raid, but I'd like to say hey. Yeah? Deal?